Hello! Good evening. Twin Minds here. We're back slinging boxes again, because I had the itch earlier today and I made more money, so now I want to spend said money. I want to do that. Hi, Gila. Hi, Gila. Sparkle, the one. Hi. Hello, welcome. Also, I'm starting late because my nap runneth over, and it was not a successful nap, so I'm still a little bit dazed and confused. It's fine. We'll see how well I can automate things on a dazed and confused partial nap. So how's everyone doing tonight? Gila. That includes you. How are you doing tonight, kitty? Not gonna respond. Okay, fine. I see how it is. I direct a question directly to the kitty, and he's like, no, I don't want to say anything. I deign not to respond. There he is. Kitty, hi. Total AC failure on the second floor. 81 and humid in the house. Gross. Absolutely horrendous. Gila. Sir. 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 Hi. He just flopped sideways to ingratiate himself to me while being very loud about it. Thank you. Oh boy. Do you have like split central air or something then? I know I've seen it before, or various zoned central air, I suppose. I've only seen a couple houses with it. And they're usually very large McMansions. So the one, are you rolling in it? Are you secretly wealthy? More boxes. So, I did a thing. As you may see, it's a little bit bigger in here. I made a lot of money in my off time. And I figured I would at least get an idea of what we're doing next. So, I cracked open the whole damn thing. At least what I suspect is the whole damn thing. And we have 5 input delivery boxes, or delivery holes. And then we have 4. He immediately took his face off the escape key when I looked at him. Stop it. And then we have 4 new output holes, which actually, some of them make things a little bit easier. This one, not so much. Not really sure if I would ever use this one, because then I would have to do extra sorting for boats versus planes, and then extra timing for when they get delivered there. But these two are handy. Separates out trains and trucks, so that we can do weekends a little bit easier. This one is an additional invalid output, which is good because the invalid output tends to fill up very quickly due to the number of invalid boxes. So that would be very handy. So what I kind of have planned, and I don't really have anything planned. I just have the vaguest start of an idea, is that with all of those upgrades, with each of the upgrades that we have been getting before, and each upgrade afterward, the percentage of pre-stickered boxes has increased. So the greatest bulk of our easiest sort options are going to be pre-stickered. So I wanted to split each incoming door into 2 lines, at least 2 lines, possibly 3, just to get those stickers done quickly and efficiently. I might be overcomplicating things because we do also have the option to upgrade the checkers, which might make them fast enough on their own. I don't know. But at the very least, if these things can't check more than 5 packages before the next round of boxes come, then we're not processing fast enough, regardless of what's happening down the line. So this kind of needs to happen first. Because, I mean, ultimately, we want to process as many, if not all, of the boxes as possible. And we haven't even done 2 different speed updates as well as the extra delivery size. So I think this will make it 7 packages per delivery, and this will make it happen up to a total of 30 seconds faster than previously. So we got a lot of friggin' boxes to handle. And if I'm making more work for myself that is different than the logic you understand, iSucks, I'll take some information on logic. But 7 packages coming in every, I think it's not every 30 seconds, because I think the 30-second decrease in time is 30 seconds decreased on more than 60 seconds, I think. I'm not positive. I haven't timed the doors. But if we're getting, let's just go with 7 packages every 30 seconds, then we need to be processing packages that quickly to be able to handle them all. Because I want to be able to handle them all. I don't want to have backups on the door. So that's where I'm coming from. I know you could just not take the packages and just process them as fast as you can, but I want to take all of the packages eventually. So that means doing this kind of stuff. 1 second per parcel. Okay. So then that means that a single scanner can be sufficient if I upgrade it fast enough. That's good to know. That does make things easier. I was kind of thinking in terms of how long it takes for each of these things to process and how expensive some of these upgrades are. Like, those are 2,000 each, but these are all 5,000 each for the first upgrade. So it gets very pricey very quickly. But these upgrading faster would be beneficial, for sure. Probably don't need that much speed on some of the later machines down the line, because once you've filtered out the stickers and the weight and the stamps and whatever, it doesn't need to be quite as fast at the end, because you're not getting nearly as many boxes. And I was thinking of merging some of the lines together, but kind of got to get a sense of how fast these packages are coming through and how many are left after all the scanner checks. But let's upgrade one of these just to see what that price is. $4,000. $4,000's not too bad. So if I then upgrade this to full, that's $6,000 total for the upgrade to make this run 1 per second. That's not too bad. It's more expensive than buying 2 of those machines, but it is significantly less complicated. So that's good. I can take that. Okay. At least simplifies the workflow. That means we also need to upgrade the belts to make them flow through faster. But that's doable. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I know with all 5 of these, we either need an individual line for each of these, or we need a lot of bridge belts. Might be able to get away with not bridge belts, if we can do automation. If we can do some combination of splitters, launchers, something. So we do have access to these now. I haven't touched them yet, so I don't know how good they are. Same with the smart splitters. I don't know. $3,000 to do a sticker applier. So yeah, we're definitely going to need more money at some point, for sure. So the only thing I'm not seeing in all of this mess is an automated way to deal with the different days. The different days and the different shipping types availabilities. The only way I'm seeing is the pauser. So you would have to start your day by manually going to each pauser to make sure that they're set up right. And that whatever overflow method you've got is set up right. So that's a thing. Unless there's something I'm missing in here, I don't see any way to do that automatically. You can sort them by destination, but you can't sort them by which destination is currently valid. Okay, so let's buy one of each of these just to see, because we're gonna want them. Inspection diverter probably, but not right now. Alright, so I've got a stamp. So we got the sticker checker, we've got the weight scanner, the serial scanner. We have not done a country or a cargo scanner or a contents prohibited scanner. We got stamps over there, so we'll start with one of each of those because that's already a lot of money. Right. I also bought one of these. This is the highest tier the palette thing, just because it looked like it might be neat. And it is indeed neat. In fact, it's so neat that the 20 parcel limit listed in the store is incorrect. It's actually 30 parcel limit. So it's even more neat than I thought it was. It's really expensive, but it's neat. Okay, so alright, you. What options do you have? Nothing. Okay, so you are just purely a three-way splitter with no options. It does supposedly respect fullness and equalness across all three of its outputs. So if you only connect it to two outputs, in theory it should do those two outputs evenly. At least that's my understanding from what I remember asking about him before. It's supposed to be 20, but he never fixed it. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I very much like not fixing that. Okay, so how far does this go? Right. How far do? Maybe we need to test with a real box. Alright, since we're gonna need more money anyway, let's go ahead and push this button. Maybe we can tinker with it while it's in progress. Oh, something fun that I found. I'll probably end up reporting it at some point. If a delivery starts with a thin envelope, and you don't have a conveyor belt set up, so basically I found out on these two lines, the envelope sometimes flops like that, but since it sometimes flops on its nose face, basically, it will actually clip through the floor and disappear forever. I'm pretty positive there's still a package under here somewhere that I was not able to collect because I can't actually fall through this space. I can almost fall through the space, but not quite. I think there's still a package in there somewhere because I watched it fall. I don't mean to keep doing that. It's fine. Okay. So, we need half of the number of these things. Hey, Gila. Hey, Gila. Gila. Come here. Come here. Whoop. He launched my fuzz thing with his tail. There we go. Gila. Gila. Stop being inconsolable. I've had enough of inconsolable people for the day. Thank you. Appreciate it. Gila. Stop. Okay, so these are going to go in the trash at some point, probably. These can go away. Gila, stop. Gila, stop. Gila, why? I will kick you out, sir, because you're being a turd. Hello, Bravario. How you doing? It's just for now. Okay, so you are cargo type, and you are contents prohibited. You are country, and we also have stamp, and then we also have cereal, and then we have weight and sticker and a lot of stuff. So, ultimately, all we really need on each of these lines is basically a daisy-chained set of checkers. A combined negative output line that goes to an output sticker producer thingy, and then a combined positive line that then goes to a positive sticker applier thingy, and then from there to a location sorter. I'm assuming that the sticker applier can do one package per second, but if we're going through 5 doors at 7 packages every 30 seconds, we need at least more than one sticker checker. I don't remember the timing on these, so we're going to have to do some timing and math probably to figure out what we need at most. But it also kind of depends on what the final numbers are, because the sticker. Gila. What? I'm talking here. I don't know what percentage are coming through as pre-stickered. That's going to be kind of the first piece of it. Because 5 doors, 7 packages per shipment, 30 seconds apart, that is 35 packages every 30 seconds. So we need to handle more than 1 per second. So I think a sticker checker at each door is fine. But then if we're going to start combining lines and merging things together to do stuff, then we need some sort of doubling up. Just don't know what yet. But I do know that this solution ain't cutting it, because this limited output here is preventing all these from checking in a timely manner. Like this one right here can have exactly 2 boxes. I think it's two boxes before this one just stops checking altogether. Hmm. Alright, let's just do some stickering for a second. Do some stickering. Coffee maker and coffee. That's fair. Oh, stab it. Oh, stab it. Yeah, over there. That ain't right. Ah, noises. You are also not correct. Yes. Cash, you say? I do not deal in cash. Not in this game. Okay, so we're still, we're still going. Stuff's still happening. Let's go ahead and push this button. That is this button. Yep. This is why I want to get these off the line as soon as possible. I'm almost wondering if getting these off the line as soon as possible will drastically solve half of my problems. But nope, that's supposed to stay on that line. But I don't know exactly how I'm going to set that up yet. Your boat. Missed. No. That's not how this works. Get out of here. Okay, you're a successful boat sticker. Yeah. Okay, many boxes still to go. Entirely possible, Bavario. We do gotta teach our AI, our next generation of AI, how to replace our next generation of kids. Okay, so let's do this. In theory, I want this to be like, I don't know, 7 or 8 boxes, or 7 or 8 out, just because I want there to be enough room for this to finish doing its thing. before the next line comes up. So let's do 10. That I didn't intend to upgrade that one, but that's fine. I'll take it. Sure. You're right there. Okay, so then this will be... This will be right here. And then for this stuff, I think we'll do positive this way, negative this way. I'm not sure if it matters, honestly. Oh, it just scanned the package, but didn't finish processing the package. It did the noise saying it's bad, but it continued it on its forward path. It's fine, whatever. Okay. So what we can do here... Oh, it did grab one. Okay, that's fair. You do you, bud. Okay. So this negative line can just go straight over this away. And effectively just go straight into here. And then any other negative line that we get after that can be merged into it. So the next negative line coming from here will just merge right into here, etc. And then wherever we end up with our a negative line that needs a sticker checker, that can get merged into there too. Because I mean, ultimately we have 2 output slots and 3 negative lines. So we're going to need to do something to merge those in some way or another. But this should be fine. So then, there was a box there. Okay. You, come here. Kid, come here. Right there. That'll do. I think I might scooch this line over a little bit. Just to give me more room to work with mostly these two, because I probably won't be using this one. I mean, I guess it's not gonna be fine. Yeah. Alright, I might need to scooch that. He really wants something. I probably should go see what the kitty needs. Okay. IBRB. The kitty needs. Okay, we're back. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. Turns out Gila wanted me to chase him. He wanted attention. He desperately wanted attention. Hi, Trix. Hi, Scooby. How you guys doing? It's been a day. It has been a day. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm gonna test this thing quick because I need to figure out how this do. Let's just yep, that's what I meant. Take you, put you. That's all. It's gone. It is gone. Okay. Put you right there. Alright. It does like 4.5. Almost 5? I mean, it's not bad. I don't disapprove. But it, like the first box landed like dead center between the two, so I'm not sure if that would catch it or not. I guess I would need to test that, wouldn't I? Box. Yeah, that kind of worked. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Big box. It feels a little sketch. It feels like really sketch that the box lands on the corner and then kind of sort of gets grabbed by the conveyor. Feels kind of really sketch. But it'll do. Seems to be consistently sketch. Like it will work, but it will never look like it works. Oh, nope, see that one won't work. Alright, so it has to be 4 then. Because different size packages catch on this lip differently. So it has to be 4. Alright, let's put you there. Put it the right direction. Put it the wrong direction. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but it looks kind of like when they're landing, it's an inconsistent distance. This one landed right about here and then bounced forward a little bit, whereas this one landed like here. So 4 is the only safety bet. Yeah, that one landed more than halfway. That one landed almost dead center in the middle of this one. So, okay, 4 it is. Or rather, 3 distance between. And then it lands on the 4th one. Or lands on the 5th one, depending on its mood. And that actually makes it tricky because you can't really use it as easily on like corners and stuff. Huh. Weird. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's leave that there. I have no reason to change it at the moment. Okay, so now we got the sticker checker. It's not upgraded yet, so it will need to be. Gonna need 20 more conveyor belts just for that intro portion. let's start there. Let's start there. See if we can get some of these lines started. Endless crying babies is no fun. Hope nothing's wrong, because that would be less fun. Alright, you, yuck. You, yuck. Clearly, I didn't do a great job at stacking this pallet. That does not look stable. Also, is that even 30? Did I get my 30? Yes, it is 30. I was, for some reason, my brain was expecting an even pallet, but no, it's not divisible by 4, so it's fine. It's fine. My brain ain't braining. Fine. These will just. Nope. Nope. Scooch. Scooch bug. Scooch. I do hope I can get the license to scooch lice. I'm going to try. Hopefully it's not like crazy expensive. And there's maybe like 2 people who will understand what I'm talking about, but probably not even without the context. But I want to get the license for it. Just a limited play license. That's all I need. Okay, the rest of these will eventually go towards stuff and things. Right around here. So let's take all of these boxes and get them over to the processing facility. Alright, I'll do packages. That one package too many. Alright, so that's 30 packages sitting there doing a thing. Okay. So we need like you. You're gonna go there, you're gonna go there. So the thrower actually does make my life a little bit easier. Oh, I wonder. Out of curiosity, how far does it throw when fully upgraded? Whee! Jesus. Alright. That's fair. I don't even know where that went. It might have even gone in there. I'm not really sure. Where did you go? Hey, there it is. It's right here. Alright. 15. That's neat. This is completely unnecessary. 15 to launch. I will probably have to figure out where I want 15 to go. But if we need to have a pretty decent stretch in between spaces, either to save on belts or to save on sanity or whatever, that 15 throw is pretty neato. I like it. That opens up a lot of possibility. I didn't think about it. Okay, and then you. I want to tinker with you for a moment. So this is an even splitter, in theory. Box. I can't actually box. Stab it. Stab it. Stab it. Stab it. Okay, so one goes forward, and it needs to wait until there's sufficient room to clear. Okay, I see what it's doing. Yeah, okay. So it will divert if full. Okay, that's good. So it'll divert if full, and it will only divert if there is a free space for it. Which is exactly what I wanted of it. Perfect. Okay, so this is good information to have. So if you want a two-way splitter or a three-way splitter, this will do the job. I'm assuming upgrade makes it go faster. That seems to be the general gist of how this works. Here, let's get you box. Whee! Box. Ah, so it doesn't go 15. It goes here and then bounces another 2 or 3. Got it. Not sure I care for that bounce. Because that bounce means it's not actually landing on the one that I need to hold on to it. It's landing and then bouncing to a couple more forward. It's a good question. I don't know if boxes even have weight in this game, honestly. I mean, they do have weight, but I don't know if they actually have a noticeable amount of weight. So that one went to here and stopped. That one went to the same spot and bounced off the previous box. Okay. So, yeah, I'm guessing that the weight sticker, or the actual weight of the boxes, doesn't actually affect the physics of the box. Because they all seem to behave the same when I'm grabbing them or when the conveyor is moving them or whatever. So, I'm pretty sure that weight of box does not equal tangible difference. Also, howdy Knight, how you doing? Okay. So, in light of this, that was $6.50 to buy it. I don't remember the increase, but let's go with $2K as a total cost for these. I can actually do math later once I have to upgrade a second one. So it may be beneficial to use these for long stretches of conveyors, but I'm still hesitant on the landing situation. Okay, let's do this. Let's clear all of these off of here so that the the landing box has a chance to stick wherever it needs to go. Hey, Diddle, how you doing? Yeah, see, it's not catching the physics of the conveyor until it's done its bouncing. So even though it's landing here, it's bouncing to here before it sticks in the belt and moves forward. So it needs a significant landing pad to be caught. And that one didn't need to bounce and skid. It bounced backwards even. Interesting. Surviving your night of animal babysitting? Are you talking about a certain bear, or are you talking about actual legitimate animals? Real animal, okay. Alright. So, the launch and bounce is something. It just means that we don't get as much space in between as I'd like, so it goes to here, basically. So 14 spots. It lands on the 15th spot, and then it bounces upwards out to the 18th spot before it catches on the belt. Abandoned little monkey? Oh no. But adorable. Good that you're taking care of it. Okay, so we need 6 curves. Six curves, I think. Let's start there. Let's do 1 more curve and 2 joiners. What kind of monkey is it? My mom actually had a monkey growing up. She said it was the meanest little thing. And whether or not that was due to its, upbringing or whatever. Every 2 hours feeding, oh no. Well, you're doing a good job. Yeah, so this is a problem. Because this line is 1 spot away from here, so the only way to get into here is a launcher. Which might be fine. Might be fine, but also might be problematic. Senegal Galago. I don't think I've even heard of that type of monkey. I want to go look up that type of monkey. Oh my god, it's adorable. It's a bush baby. That's the name I'm familiar with, is the bush baby. That's adorable. Okay, so this line needs to go this way. And we'll put you right about here. And then this one needs to go somewhere right around there. Yeah. And then this one needs to go right about here. Oh. Ah. I see. Let me see. Sure. Maybe we'll put you right there. That's probably gonna work. Sure. Okay. I did not have that mathed correctly. Okay, so that's set up at a very high level to be able to take boxes in, sort them, stickers, good stickers out here, bad stickers out here, no stickers in the middle, get launched, and then continue on their way to get the rest of the sorting done. So what I want to do then is take each one of these and figure out where they fit into that mix. So we're probably going to need to put the no sticker line out a spot. Yeah, this is gonna take some more thinking. Probably more thinking. Yeah, definitely more thinking. More thinking. Ugh, thinking. Thinking so hard. Alright, let's stop thinking for a moment and just deal with some boxes, shall we? Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. It's definitely got all the satisfying simulator type elements to it. And then it turns into a game of automation. Jonathan, yes. You may go. You are a plain box, you may go. You are a plain box, you may go. You're a truck box, you may go. There you go. I think it's... Hang on. Canned veggie. Ah. It is a can of avocado goo. Got it. I don't... You can have it. I don't want it. Indeed. Yeah, September's gonna be interesting. I'm curious how much is going to be in the game, because they have not hinted whatsoever at what's coming in the early alpha build. I'm not entirely sure even Kira knows, and she's only got a few more extra channels than I do. Why am I denying? This is a good box. This is a good box. You're a good box. You may have a good sticker. Fuck you up. Fuck you up. Fuck you up. You're a good box. Good box, good sticker. No, you may not have bleach. Bad box. Knew that sticker would come in handy eventually. Alright, let's clear this out. Tiny farm, one field, two plants. I mean, it's possible. That was the first version of Farm Folks that we had. So, I would kind of find it amusing if it weren't for, like, rabid backlash that would happen, I'm sure. I think that's why they delayed the Kickstarter for a little bit longer than expected. Why they're taking their sweet time with everything is, I think they want to make sure that the initial public reception is as good as possible. Even though everyone knows it's alpha, it's still good to present your best foot forward. What do you mean, Demos? I am the machine. Demos, are you available tomorrow? Sort of night, and it's not as easily predictable as I'd like. So what you can do is you can hit Q, which drops the box in the current spot. But it drops the box directly below its position on the pallet, which means there isn't a central location for the box to drop. So I can't just drop them straight into the thing. I have to know where they're gonna come out of the pallet first, which is a little bit tricky. It works if you know which spot it's going to come out of the pallet first. So you can do this and do the pallet drop, but you have to know exactly where it's going to come out first. I think there is a predictable output. Just shoved it in there, mass dropped it all? What? What? I have my suspicions. My nose is freaking out. Stop freaking out. Alright, plane, boat, plane, 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 boat. Plane, boat, boat. I am curious what their method was. because I have not found a way to do it yet. Okay, so let's do this. These still need to be sorted. Whoops. Those are boxes of these things. Okay. Let's do... Oop, nope, I need that in my hand, thank you. I'll have to tinker with that. Boat box. Train box. Boat box? Boat box. Boat box. Train box. Strentum. Good. Bad box. All these people trying to get away with crap. Stop trying to get away with crap. good. I feel like I'm processing fairly quickly. In fact, my current slowdown is the machines themselves. So I am processing faster than the machines currently. Granted, none of them are upgraded, but still, it's fine. Oh, hey, it says seconds on it. Neat. 10 seconds. And I'm assuming this one over here would say... nothing. It says nothing. It says nothing. All of them say their processing speed and their level, except for this one. Alright, fine. Alright, so how do we wanna do this? I'm trying to figure out what these lines will look like. Good sticker, bad sticker. The middle section is the part I'm not clear on, so let's just take you. You're problematic. We'll deal with you later. So let's at least get the machines over there so we can figure it out. So we got cargo type, prohibited contents, country, stamp, and then over here I'm gonna have to take one of these each just to do it. Maybe I'll buy another one to sell the others when we're ready, just to make it my life easier. Yeah, let's do that. We need a serial and a weight. Oh, apparently I submitted something with a bad country and didn't notice it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Weight. Serial. Go. Okay, so without knowing for sure what the split might be, I think we kind of have to gauge it by feel, basically, for which one of these needs to go first and where. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, so let's get all these unpackaged because I can't really see what they are in the box. Okay, so in order of what I think is most likely to be a problem, I would say serial number, probably cargo type first. Country is pretty commonly bad. I think contents prohibited is the least likely to be a problem because there are the fewest number of those boxes, and everything else will be weeded out by then anyway. Stamp is probably next to last. Yeah, I'm not sure it matters between cargo type, weight, and country. I feel like all of those are pretty evenly split in terms of how bad they are, or how common they are, I suppose. Because yeah, they're all pretty rough in terms of often failures. Words are hard right now. It's fine. Perania flag, good. That's all good. Okay. You can't ship gasoline. Sorry. No, no do. Plane box. Southport. Good stamp. Bad flag. Good boat. Yes, it does sound kind of ping pong ball-ish. Yeah, Denica. Oh, that's the last. That's the last box. That's the last box. Nice. Sitting there in the zone, not really thinking about it, and all of a sudden there's no more boxes to process. And I start to question whether I'm doing it right. Okay, so this is a pallet of boxes to go into here. So we shove. We shove. We shove. No, okay. We... No, see that it works-ish, but the chute can still only take so many boxes at a time. And they have to process one at a time, and they won't take the next one in line. And one of them went through the floor. Hey, help, help, let me out. Let me out. There we go. Oh, I can't even get out of here. I thought that we had free reign down here. So that package that's right there. Right there. I can't get it. So that package is forever lost. Probably forever sitting there doing nothing. Using my pallet is what got me in this problem in the first place. The pallet does have pretty long range. Okay, that's good. Never really tested it. Alright, you are all boat boxes. Aha! I had about 2 pixels to reach it, but it worked. Oh, I just noticed we have a mess, and I need to clean said mess. Where's my mop? Oh. That's right. He has the mop respawn in this spot. Alright, well, if he's gonna have the mop respawn that spot, I'm gonna try to make room for it. Just put you right there. I don't know exactly where the spawn point is, but I think we'll be fine. Okay. I think cargo type is less problematic than country or weight. Let's get country out of the way first. And then weight, and then cargo type. I think that might work. Okay. So, the part that I am struggling with is how I'm going to do these things in order, or in line. And I think if we go something like this. Yeah, I think I just got to do what I did over there. Two spaces? One space? And then these need to branch out a ways further. So then valid's going to loop in this way, similar to how I did over there. So we're going to need a lot of curves. I think this is a valid method, I think. Only thing I don't know is if the curves are causing some problems with the throughput. But maybe it shouldn't matter. So we need 3 curves per transition. 3. I'm sure there's a better or different or more efficient way to do this, but I'm not thinking of it at the moment. Because the only other option I can think of is to, have the output of these like directly facing, but then you have to start tinkering with what's in what direction and where your outputs are and how to merge them all together, and I think this is just a whole lot easier. So, 3, 8, 9, well, 15, 18? 18 curves for this setup. And then over here, so this would be out one more. This would be out one more. And then this would be the negative line that needs stickers. So let's do this. We need sticker appliers. And then 18 curves. Whole bunch of joins. How many joins do we need? I need 6. One for each thing, basically. No, 5, because this will be a curve. Yeah. 5? 5. 5. Extra conveyor. So we need... let's just go with even 20 corners. We need 5 joiners for the moment, stickers, etc. Oh boy, let's see. Corner, 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 corner. Corner, 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 corner. I don't even know what these are. Corner, sticker. Okay. So merge, 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 merge. Sticker, sticker. So this is probably fugly, but I'll probably end up liking it anyway. All right, so let's do that. The good thing is that they do remember the last position of that type of device. So as long as you're setting things up in an orderly manner, and you can do stuff like this. I didn't even do in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and the last one. Okay. It's a little silly, but ultimately what this does is the same thing as over there, but expanded. So we've got good stickers coming out of here. They're already stickered. They're ready to go. Unstickered boxes go this way. They get checked. Check, 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 check. Cycling through each of these lines. The negatives will pop out on this side and get stickered at the end. Huh? What are you talking about, Essex? Probably responding to something that I said, but I don't remember what I said, so. Alright, let me check on something. Okay, then we need the merges. Merges. Does it actually go on the conveyor? No, they do not go on the conveyor. They are special boxes. They are immune to conveyors. Got it. Understood. you go here, because you're the first one coming out of the gate. Does not need the merge because you're starting the line. I don't understand how you can do that. Because while there is a distant reach on the pallet, the delivery truck outside is definitely not conducive to reaching things from the outside. Okay, so this is my negative line that needs stickers, and then we have a sticker. So I don't know how this thing works. Never seen it before. You look sticker worthy. You indeed look like you do stickers. I am assuming that I should probably upgrade this to fastest speed to handle all of the throughput, but we'll tackle upgrades and speed later. Just want to make sure it all works first. Okay, so you go over here. You're fine. You aren't even... I don't have a plan for you yet. You go over there. Yeah, you're still not making sense, Isaacs. Let's do this. Do this. Do this. Stickers. Stickers. This can just go over here for now, until I need it. So if I go out here and not go into the truck, there's endless amounts of bars in the way to prevent me from easily clicking all the things. Yeah, you probably could click on all the things from here, but all those bars and stuff would get in the way. And I don't know why you would do that anyway when going into the truck is just as easy. Okay, so I need a lot of conveyors. And this could help with that. Let's buy another one of those, as well as a lot of conveyors, just to see, because the conveyors, it's $1,500, give or take, for the distance that a regular, or that the thrower can cover. But it's also $650 to buy the thrower in the first place, and then the upgrade costs. So my guess is that the cost of the launcher conveyor is roughly on par with the other ones. The only difference that I can see being that the launcher also doesn't need to be upgraded for speed, but I don't know if the launcher speed is sufficient to compensate for the upgraded speed of regular conveyors. We'll tinker with it a little bit. I need some of these. We're gonna need a lot of them anyway. It's fine. So you're saying come from out here and just pick up all the shit. I mean, I guess I don't see why you would need to do that when going in the truck is just as good. All right, I'm trying to use my thrower. You're my thrower. Okay, so price of thrower was $650, right? Upgrade $250, so that puts it $900, and then $500 more, so $1,400 for a fully upgraded one of these, and it throws a distance of 15, so it is $100 cheaper than just buying 15 of these. So it's not that much better, but it is useful for things like, I don't know, clearing entire segments of this kind of setup. Okay, so let's do here, just for fun, just for funsies. We need a landing spot. Probably need to test that, just to be sure. I don't have any boxes. Well, I do have boxes to test it with. But let's grab some of these. Only beef with the throwers is the box landing and bouncing situation, because they don't land well. That also is not where that's supposed to go. Okay, let's grab box of 3. Do some testing just to make sure that they fly appropriately. Whee! Yeah. Yeah, so that's the problem. They don't always bounce and catch the they don't always catch the conveyors on the other side. Bounce, skid, ended up on the 3rd. Bounce, skid, ended up on the 3rd. And this one actually bounced further and probably would have landed on the 4th by the time it landed. Let's test that again. Bounce, skid. That one only bounced and skidded to the second one. Interesting. Interesting indeed. It'll do though. It'll do. So this is the stickers. Let's put the stickers further out after the bounce point, maybe? I guess it doesn't matter. Alright. Alright, you can go there. I probably should put the merge sometime after the bounce skid, just to prevent issues. So bounce skid here, we'll give it another one just to be sure. And then we merge, because these will be stickered by the time we come out of here. These will be stickers from there. So these will both be stickered, and then they need to go that way. into here. I guess it doesn't matter when they merge, so we might as well have 2 lines. Okay, we need another merge here. Maybe another 20 or so in a curve. Takes a lot. It takes a lot to set the scrap up. You go over here. Now this was for this setup specifically. To line up with that line. So I don't need it just yet, but we'll need it at some point. Come here. Come here. Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. Unfortunately, he takes up an arm, so he makes it much more difficult. He makes it much more difficult to do the job. This button. This button. Silly kitty. Yeah, having to randomly switch from two-handed to one-handed gaming at a moment's notice is a little bit tricky. Hello, kitty. You are being treated by the night. You are being treated by the night. Notice his head moving when I said that. Gila treats. Gila want treats. Gila want treats. Yeah. Treats. Treats for kitty. Treats for kitty. Okay. 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 Hang on, kitty. I gotta finish this thought process. Hang on, kitty. Hang on, kitty. Hang on, kitty. You can survive for just half a second longer, kitty. I promise. Alright. Okay. Gizmo! There's a gizmo. Ah! Yeah. Gaily treats. Alright, I need to find my merger. The only way to find my merger is by unburying my merger. Merger? Merger! There you are. Ah, right. I need another curve for this part. I think I have another one over there. And then straight. There we go. And this line comes from over there. Which is also not going to be correct because I spread out this one by 5. So I'm going to need to curve this ever so inward, so bring this intake line over 1 or 2 so that I have room to work on this side. So that's going to be fun. This one will come later. This one's a little bit more tight quarters than I anticipated. Because apparently my whole setup needs to be 5 wide for it to be thorough and straight. Okay, so now we need to actually test to see if this works. The only thing I don't have is a process for the good stickered stuff. And that's going to have to come with extra practice, I guess. Because ultimately what I need is this thing, cargo type diverter doodad, and I'm gonna get one so we can look at it, but I don't think I am set up in a way that I can use it yet. So this is the cargo type diverter. It's going to check Other. Interesting. Other. Why would none be a thing? Out of curiosity. Because, to my knowledge, there isn't a single box that has no cargo type on it. So I guess you would have to... You would be using this as just a blocker, so nothing can go through there. So other would be another way to check for a valid cargo type, or for an invalid cargo type. I don't know if this is faster than the other one, but it probably is. Maybe? So if we just set this as other, and then none, any box coming through here, any other cargo types coming through here would effectively be the same as the cargo type scanner. Wherever that is, cargo type scanner. I wonder which one will be faster. Probably this one will be faster, honestly, but it's fine. I don't want to screw up my situation over there. So then we would do, I don't know, something like air. They make it a little bit tricky because you really only can use 2. I mean, you can use 3, but if we have it set up for, I don't know, air, truck, train, then only those 3 can go through, which means it's going to get stopped up on boat. So other is for whatever's not on the other 2 sides, okay. So that's not to be used as an invalid scanner. I gotta assume that it would work as an invalid scanner, though. Maybe? But yeah, basically this can only work with 2 specifics and then 1 other. So even though it's a 3-way out, you can still only filter off 2 types. Yeah, I would almost say this other needs to be changed to like overflow or something. Because other, to me, is other than the valid cargo types listed. Which means fax, envelope, parcel, birthday cake. That's what other means to me. So we would have to do... we have to do something like road and rail. So that those can be shunted off to those directions. And then we would have to do a second one of these for boat and plane. So that they can be shunted off into those directions. Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. That's gonna be something I'll have to rethink. Because this all works for the negative path for the most part, as far as I can tell. And it works as far as stickering the good path. But it doesn't work for the final output. The final output is still here, which then feeds into my main scanner setup, which is just going to double scan everything for no real reason. So this needs to be something else. Yeah, I'm gonna need another couple $100,000 to be able to fully automate even just those 3 lines, because it cost me about 20 grand right now just to do what I've done so far, and that still isn't even covering the cargo type filtering. So that's still quite a ways to go. I'm just trying to see what I need to do to get this to a point where I can use it tomorrow. This line feeds back into my filtering, which I probably don't want. I guess I could just cut it off and then manually sort the boxes for cargo type after that. I mean, I have this thing, so I can certainly use it. Let's use you right here. You can be my... Give me my air. That's pretty much right there. You can be my... Actually, you can be the air. You can be the boat. So air and boat will be shuffled off these directions. You can, I guess, be my other, which is going to be truck and... Yeah, see, I see the highlighting now, and I get it, and I get what its intended purpose is after noodling through it, but that's not what other means to me. But I get it. It's fine. Okay. Here, let's put a couple of these here. It's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna do much, but it'll be fine. Okay. This might not even do anything without cargo lines at the end. Because I know it didn't do anything for these without lines on the end. So that'll be fine for the moment. This is fine. That's fine. So this is my original setup. It'll do what it's gonna do. This is the new setup. We'll have to watch it to see what it does, and then we go sleep. That was a hell of a long first day. It was literally one in-game day. It took 2 hours. All right, kitties are done. I did process one wrong. I was probably flying through, not paying attention as much as I should have to the flags, but it's fine. It cost me 30 grand to set that line up. So 30 grand per line, not counting upgrades for speed. That's a challenge. And then I'm going to guess an additional 20-ish grand for all of the setup needed for filtering each line into their respective shipping types. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, a lot of boxes of process to get that money. That $10 will certainly help. Yes, okay, so this setup works. Do we have any more mopping to do today? I don't think we do. No mopping. I forgot I had some of those over there. That's fine. Okay. So let's just turn it all on, see what happens. I want to watch this crap go. And you know what? Screw it. Upgrade. 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 All the boxes. All the boxes. Okay, so you're going to do your thing. And this is where the first major slowdown is going to happen because I haven't upgraded this machine yet. And it's immediately already more boxes. So let's start upgrading this. I think it's still in its old cycle, so it's going to take a while for that one to finish. Yep. Quick scan forward. Quick scan. Flying box. Quick scan forward, and then stop because this is slow. Okay. Flying box. Flying boxes. Alright, Diddle, thanks for hanging out. Have yourself a good night. Ah, right. These were my flying ships. That's not even wasn't even the right spot. There was a plane in my test patch. I should recheck those as necessary. It is plane day, so we can send out our planes. Oh, flying box. Alright, so these are doing what they are supposed to do. Eventually. They're getting there. Flying boxes. I do really dig the flying boxes. They're kind of fun. it the physics of it concerns me a little bit because it feels like they would potentially bounce and land where they're not supposed to. Like bounce on a corner, roll this direction, and land on this conveyor instead. Out of all of this scanning mess, this is literally the first box that has managed to make it out and into the yes sticker box. And those are instant. So those only need to be upgraded if the conveyor belts themselves need to be upgraded faster. So you're a bad sticker. You're a bad sticker. Good, good, good. Okay. I'm also going to buy automatic exports. I feel like this is hazardous a little bit. But as long as I get my my outputs correct, truck versus train versus plane versus boat, then it should be fine. And then this can just work endlessly. So that's good. It did. Something just happened. That's great. It worked. Looks like it was probably this one. Yep. Okay, good, good. So this is all working according to plan. And the amount of applied yes stickers through the whole automated sort chain is currently 4. 4 whole boxes. And that gets shunted off to other, which is train and truck. Okay. It's good. It's good. And then we have 5 yes stickers that have come straight out of the truck with a yes on them. And then we now have 5 scanned yeses. And we have several more than that in the no department. Okay. So this is all working great so far. Let's go ahead and put the planes in the thing. Because it is plane day. Is it? I guess it's Fridays as well. For some reason I thought it was Mondays and Wednesdays. I guess it's Wednesdays and Fridays. But it's fine. I don't need to remember which one's which. I just need to make sure that says green. And this is plain, because this came out of the new sorting setup, which is great. Okay. Good, good. Flying boxes. That's going to startle me every time, at least until I get used to having that happen a lot, because I'm not used to boxes flying when I'm not the one doing it. Okay, okay. So we still have this manual set up, and I could even ignore this for the moment. But I mean, we want money, we want boxes, we want throughput. So let's just sticker some boxes. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're also good. that had bleach in it. That's not valid. That is not a valid vacua. Peruania with a bad stamp. That's not the sticker I wanted. Peruania with a bad stamp. Leg ball. Good stamp. Leg ball, you are good. You can have that stamp. Hearing flying boxes. Kristen. Kristen. Yes. Bullet. Kristen. Box. Leg ball, you are good. Schmello. Haven't seen a Schmello in a while. You are denied, Schmello. So many good boxes. And then there's cake. Oop. That's nope. Right. It's fine. It's fine. You can go right. You can go there for now. It's fine. Okay, need to deal with the pile. Need to deal with the pile. Pile sorter. Pile sorter. Pile sorter. There you are. Alright, so these are all truck. Oh, how did you get onto here? That must have been a bounce. It had to have been a bounce. And that means that I probably can't rely on the flying things very well if they're going to do that. Because that means that it bounced from here and ended up 2 lines over onto here. no idea how many more there are. How many more I can fit on there? You. Apparently, more is the answer. I can fit more. Still more. Good enough. That is all of them. Ah, that was the last one too. Okay, and I'm just gonna do these by hand because I don't trust the process. It's not moving fast enough. Come on, boxes. Boxes, slide faster. There we go. Okay, then we deal with this crap. I am now in the mood for second guessing myself, apparently. I don't trust that I put any of these in the right spot for some reason. It's fine. Okay, let's put these on here for now. Let them get sorted. I suppose. Okay, so we need plain boxes, which I suppose can just go in the hole. I don't need to pallet them, it's just silly. I will, however, pallet these for the moment. Didn't even go in the hole. Rude. Okay, so that's all the boxes sorted from this line. Great. Now we just gotta put boxes onto this line so that they can be sorted. we got a lot of boxes. We got a lot of boxes. All right, let's grab all of these. You good? Yeah, you good. Good. Okay. Just let this do its thing. These are ones that need to be scanned. This is a positive sticker. Alright, and then all that's left over here is these guys. I'm not even going to try to sort them. I'm just going to throw them back on the thing. Okay. Truck. Truck. Let's go ahead and finish out this collection. There's not much left. No. Boxes, stop. Stop doing box things. Stop it. You're good. Kristen, you're good. You are good. You have hearty sweet corn straight from the cob. You have runners, cheese, and onion. You have hearty garden peas. And you have baller juice. Alright, fair enough. You may have your baller juice. Alright, I think that's it. I think that is it. Okay, truck. Train. Train. Truck. Plane. Plane. more plane. Boat. More plane. More plane. Okay, 2 are going off. So, I think, as much as I like the throwers, I'm probably going to not use the throwers, because they have already failed me once on the first day of usage. It wasn't much, but it did throw a box from there to bounce over to my good line and end up in the thing. So if I hadn't been paying attention, that would have gone out the door with a negative sticker, and I would have been upset. Very, very mildly upset, but still. So it is problematic, and I would rather not deal with it. Okay, do we have everything? No, we don't have everything cleaned. Forgot about these guys. Doot, doot, doot. Oh, missed. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, you are a plane. You, despite flying, are a truck. Negative. Negative. We have, I think, just those handful of packages left. But yeah, these could definitely do with an upgrade. Sticker. Plane. So as it stands, this one's sped up, so 1 second. But we still have 6 machines that are running at 10 seconds a pop. So that's still an entire minute for a box to make it from one end to the other, not counting conveyor travel time. So let's give it a minute and a half. So it's not fast, but we can fix that with lots and lots of money. You are a plane. So one way I suppose that we could fix the flight situation is instead of curving this back in line, we could have it go straight from here, or we could have it meet up with this line and go out an additional step, just to keep them segregated enough. Well, so that's what I'm thinking. I sucks is like, even if I move this over and separate the lines so that bad boxes can't end up on the good line, We still have the situation where boxes may end up just bouncing off of the line altogether. Because that's the only reason it ended up over here in the first place, is that it bounced from here 2 lines over. So if I move this line, then we're going to end up with boxes on the floor. Which is fine, and they're not getting badly sorted, but still that's boxes on the floor. It's probably not common, but it's common enough with the way the physics works that it's still worth being concerned about. Okay. I think that is all my boxes. I think that is all my boxes. Okay, so that was exciting. That was a lot. It's definitely not a perfect system yet, because at some point we're going to need to come up with some sort of storage overflow system for things like the boats, the planes that are like, I think the boats are once a week, the planes are twice a week. On the weekends, the trains don't work. So we're going to need to have some sort of storage overflow situation to back up on those. I'm not sure the answer to that yet. Could probably do like a daisy chain storage system. That might work. But I would kind of need to have a good sense of how many boxes we're dealing with. A week's worth of boat packages is somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 to 50. A weekend's worth of train packages is somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 to 50, if not more. And that's just from like current setup of manually processing them. That does not take into account 5 lines of fully automated nonsense. So, things to consider for the future. Let's go to bed. I got 20 grand. So that's great. We did over 200 boxes today, which is great. But yeah, money is still a thing. Gotta do my morning chores. So I don't think we have any mopping to do. And I'm not sure what triggers the mopping requirements either. Because I'll go several days without mopping needed. And then all of a sudden there will be like 4 or 5 of them. So, I don't know, maybe it's like a once a week trigger or something. Who knows? I know the garbage is every single morning. And there doesn't ever appear to be any mopping needs in here. And at least so far, I've never seen mopping required out in this broader space either. So, who knows? Let's do a thing though. It's time we make some changes around here. Let's see. It's 5 grand to be able to do the flooring. That's expensive. Let's start with the shop, because we can do shop walls. We can also do conveyor paint. Interesting. That's going to be a chore. Alright, so wall paint. We got this wall, or this wall. Either way, I think it needs to be less bright in here. It's very bright. Let's start off with this one, I think. Let's test them both. Let's test them both. And I'm tempted to do the floors too. In fact, you know what? Let's do the floors. Upgrades. Floor upgrade. Shop. Decoration. Floor upgrade. Floor upgrade. Floor upgrade? Where's the floor upgrade? Because the upgrade says adds a tab to the tablet for changing the floor. Ah, I had to scroll down here. So it wasn't the same as the shop. Got it. Okay, so let's see it. This is nice little dark brownish parquet flooring. Let's also get our paint. Gonna need more, but still. So this is the original. This is the parquet. This is like a beechwood, something like that. This is the blackish version. Kind of like the blackish version, actually. It still keeps the industrial appeal, but just kind of darkens it up in here a little bit. We also have the straight concrete color. And then we have blue painted concrete, which isn't bad. I think I like the dark wood. We'll see how it looks with the painted walls. Forgot to grab my box or my thingamabob. Okay, open. Let's see. Let's go over here. Let's do this wall. That is darker than anticipated. We can do the upper walls too. Okay, that's good to know. Darker than expected. Let's just do the wall right next to it so we can compare. That is darker than expected. The shop made them look fairly light and faint. So that could just be more lighting problems. That could be... who knows? Who knows? Because these looked fairly... I guess that one's pretty dark. So this is already the same tile style as above. This doesn't match either tile style. So this is its own standalone thing. Right now. Let's check this. Kind of like the lighter one. Have to think on that. Have to think on that. Alright, shall we do more boxes? Because we don't really have enough money to do more upgrades. No boats, no planes. No boats, no planes. No trains, just trucks. Only trucks today. Today and tomorrow are truck-only days, so we gotta be a little more careful about that. So let's switch you to trucks only, and you can be other is fine. Actually, let's put you to train. You can be other, so you can be boats and planes. Okay. Yeah, still not really sure which one I like more. Kind of leaning actually towards the darker one now. Let's get a couple more just to get a little broader swath of it, see what it looks like. Purple, darker one. Let's go 3 of those. 4 of those. Oh, that pallet's gone. It's fine. Now, the thing I'm not clear on is whether I want to keep a different color on the top or not. Or if we want to do some sort of like segregated wall situation, or who knows what. Okay, let's do this. See, I think that looks like maybe too much visually. I'm not sure what other color I would do on the top. Maybe the top was where we could do the other type of wall, maybe. Okay, let's do in here. Really aren't that many uses of that, are there? Okay, that'll do. That'll do for the moment while I figure out what else I want it to look like. Because I figured with this one we could do. Maybe we keep the white on top, or we could do the light grayish blue. Let's try one of each. See how that goes. Maybe even a black. Boxes. Boxes. Okay, let's try the grayish first. Not really sure like that. Let's try the black, because white is already fairly close to what we've got. Because they're already like a... looks very gray over there. Looks almost white over here. Weird. Let's do this one. Don't really like the black either. Although, it's not too bad. And we don't even have that option in here because it's not as tall. Let's test out the white up here because I really don't like that grayish blue. I need to open the damn thing up first. There we go. White, white, white. I don't really care for the white either. Black's alright. It'd be nice if we had like a smoky gray. This gray is more of like a blue, like a cloudy blue kind of thing. So it's not quite a just a midway smoky gray kind of deal. Okay, train. I'm gonna need to separate the trucks today, aren't I mean, I could just not ship anything for the weekend. That's acceptable, I suppose. But then I won't make any money. There's a plane situation. And it's kind of loud. Country. Congrati. Jesus. Brain would not let me figure out that Congrati was right. We're good. Truck. Train. Negative. Negative. You are okay. Mayo? Mayo. Mayo and drinks. Sure. Okay, let's do... Yep, nope, I wasn't prepared for the weekend, so I have 2 boxes in there. Don't know if they're trains or trucks, so it's fine. That means we're just not going to ship anything for the next couple days. It's fine, I guess. So what I do want to do is eventually get trucks and trains separated out over here, so those can be automated fully, rather than the nonsense that we've got going on over here with the half and half. So I probably won't be using this one at all, because the both is not easy to work with in my mind. If there is a way for it to be easy to work with, I don't know it, and I can't think of it. So let's see. All we're gonna get is negative box values for the next couple days here. So I think I need to start taking negative boxes. Okay, let's do negative boxes. that was the good box pile. That was the good box pile. Come here. Okay, well that's as many boxes as I can squeeze out of it for today. Because I don't have this automated, which is fine. Okay, let me grab the thingy. Alright, bad boxes. Bad boxes. I will have to double check the bad boxes because I am not positive I did that right. Okay, bad box. Bad box. Good. They're right. Alright, so then we need all of these boxes to get sorted. No. Get sorted. Then we need these boxes to get sorted. Alright, so you're already 1 second, but you're also blocked by this. So that's cool. And pretty much any upgrades I do along this line aren't going to matter, because every one of these is then going to get backlogged by the next one. I mean, I guess it would be fine for the ins and outs. I guess. No, it's still going to get backlogged because as soon as you have enough goods going through here to block it up, it's just going to stop this from working. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. That just means I need 30 grand to upgrade that line. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, these are all good boxes. And these are all good boxes. And apparently I missed a couple negative boxes over here. That's fine. And yuck. It didn't yuck very far. Yuck. that didn't even work at all. There we go. That's the yuck I'm looking for. Okay. These are all good green boxes that need sorting. And almost none of them can go out today. Only trucks. So let's leave you here. This is my truck line. Boxes. More boxes. Good, good, good. Good, good, bad. Good. Good, good, good. 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 Bad. More birthday cakes to be shipped. And more hamburgers to be shipped. Okay, I need to deal with that again. Crap. Crap. That's right. My truck and train situation had changed because I don't know what's in my output box. I guess I could use that truck output box. I totally forgot about that. So my trains need to be shuffled over here for now. Okay, your boat, your train. Do I have trucks? Do I have trucks on here? Train, boat, train, train, train. That's sure, it's fine. Plane. Boat. Whichever one you are, boat and plane, I think. Plane. Boat. Boat. Truck. make a little noise when they shift. Shifting. I like it. Alright, so you're plane. Train. Boat. Truck. Truck. Ah, right. Truck full. Boat. And truck. Okay, let's get this unloaded. Truck. Truck. Yeah, I definitely want to be able to get those 4 main outputs sorted so that they can all work on their appropriate days. I still need to figure out the method to turn them off on their appropriate days. And like turn them off and route them to I don't know. Turn them off and route them to storage or something. I don't know the best method to deal with that. Train. Truck. Train. Boat. Let's see. You are boat. You are plane. You are plane. You are boat. Boat. Truck. Plane. Truck. 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 Let's see. Truck. 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 Package underneath for train. Train. Plane. Truck. Plane. Okay, this is the final truck output, except for whatever's over there, but I guess I should probably grab them from over here. Unfortunately, I stopped sorting them when my brain said I didn't need to sort them, so train, 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 truck, train, train, truck. I did have a sorting method at one point, and then my brain stopped using it. So let's see if I can uncover the sorting method. Truck, truck. Yeah, I think this little mini pile here is all truck. Some of this stack might be truck, but it's probably all train. Pretty sure that's where my sorting was, and that's when I gave up on the sorting, was when my train pile filled up. Yeah, okay. Train. 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 Okay, so this is the last of the truck pile until I finish sorting that, which is fine. on, truck short. This is fine. This is fine. So I just need to finish sorting the last handful of boxes over here. I'm going to put these in the train pile. I'm just going to put these over here. Yeah. Okay. Now we just finished stickering and sorting. Truck. Boat. Truck. Boat. Truck invalid. Invalid. Finally got one half of the warehouse automated. It takes a lot of effort. There's a lot of money to be needed to do all this. Train box can go into there. Train box can go there. Truck to Jonathea. Yes. Oof. Alright. Already ran out of train space. Oh, I think we're almost done. Southport. Truck. Sticker. Done. Done. Oh boy. Alright. So, this is train. These are all train. Pretty sure this line is all train. Train pile. Train pile. Alright, truck pile. Truck pile. Also, I'm gonna put this back here. And remember to lock it this time. And then the last pile is this pile. It's a random ass combination of planes and boats. I wasn't smart enough, nor do I have enough room to sort it all as I go. Alright, plane. Boat, plane, box, boat, plane. Yeah, okay. Doodly doot. Great. Okay. We are done with this day. And I think I am done for today. I will probably finish decorating, because it might take me a few iterations to get to a color I'm happy with. So I'll probably finish decorating in my off time. And I may attempt to tinker with this, not really sure yet, but I will at least make some money in my off time so that we can do more stuff and things. But yeah, I am done for the night. We're done good. We automated at least, well, most of one line. I did not get the output good stuff done, but we got most of the bad stuff done. And we got this whole mess of things set up. It's probably not perfect. It's probably not even great, but it functions. And then the next step is to upgrade all the machines so it functions quickly. Get the green output sorted so that those can go to their appropriate locations. I need to give a good solid think to how we're going to do the storage situation, because if these only store 16 at a time, we need an array of like 4 to 6 of them for each type, and then figure out a method to both load them and unload them when the time is right. And the only way that I am aware of to do that is through the manual pauser. So I would need to have a manual pause conveyor pretty much at each output of these. So I'm going to use these 4. Have a manual pauser, run around, turn them on and off depending on the day, and let it do. So maybe we'd probably do an unloader. Let's buy some of the things. I have some thoughts. I want to tinker with a couple of things right now, just because my brain's on it, and I'm not gonna let my brain go. So let's get a pauser, an unloader, and a loader, and then you know what? Let's do 2 of each of the loader unloaders, and then we'll do 2 storage racks. I'm gonna have to pick arbitrary colors for whichever ones I want to use. So let's do red, yellow, green, blue, I guess. Because I think in the lighting in the game, red and orange look very similar. So let's do red, yellow, green, blue. So we'll do 2 reds. 2 loaders, 2 unloaders, a pauser, and we'll check out with that and see how it's gonna look. Box. Box. So let's do train because we got some space to work over here. So first off is the pauser. We just put you right here and toggle pause. That's all there is to it. Just toggle pause. And then we have storage box and storage box. So then these would be here and probably here. Which one are you? Unloader. Hey, there we go. Connect unloaders to storage racks to automatically unload parcels. Green light shows when connected. So you're the unloader. So we'll pause you. And if we put box, it unloads, but it's paused by the pauser do. And then pause. Okay, that's good. And then loader do. Loader do goes there. Unloader do goes here. And obviously the spacing on this is probably not going to work. And then two curves to connect those together. So you end up with stack 16, loads in through here, fills up here, unloads from here, goes into this one, loads up to here, so you kind of have a daisy chain of conveyor belts. So let me grab a couple curves to finish that off. And then we'll just test to see how well it works loading and then unloading and then loading and then unloading. Because then we can daisy chain as many of those together as we need to have an overflow. And then we gotta figure out aesthetics after that, because obviously slapping this in the middle of where this is supposed to be isn't really great. So maybe we have, I don't know, a line of them. I don't know. Gotta figure out where they're gonna go first. Okay. So then, box gets loaded, unloaded, circles around, gets loaded, and then unloaded. So the loading process has a really sizable delay to it. What the fricky frack are you doing? That ain't right. That ain't right at all. Howdy, Dragonite. How you doing? So I think this needs to be a clip for a bug report, because it's loading into the storage box, it's unloading back into here, and then back into the loader, and then back into the storage box, and then yeah, that ain't right at all. So it goes, wait, what are you doing? Yeah, but I don't care if it's because of the other box. That's a bug. Doesn't matter if it's because of the other box. it shouldn't be because of the other box, therefore it's a bug. Because it's actually, it's unloading into, hold up. It's starting at the unloader, dumping into the box, or into the shelf, which is wrong, so it's going the wrong direction. And then it's blinking to the loader, and then straight over to the unloader again, before it goes back into the shelf. Like, that's just not right in the least. And if it is because of this, and they need to be separated out by a space, that's fine. It's gonna take more space to do that, but I don't know if that's the solution. I think. Excuse you. Conveyor ghost grabs box from pile. Okay, loads, unloads, shuffles. Yeah, I think it needed that space between the two of them, because these two were either these two or these two were stomping all over each other. Not really sure. Unloads, loads, yeah. So this is doable. It just extends the space needed. So yeah, that's a thing. So that's 32 right there. So 32 is fine. 48 would be better. 60 would be betterer. Whatever the next number is. I can't math right now. So maybe 4 of these would be enough. Because 4 of them, yeah, so there's 16 each, right? Yeah, so there's 16 each, so 4 of them would be 64, which would be probably more than enough for each of them. Because boats only come once a week, but they also don't stack up a lot. I mean, they stack up a bit, but do I know how many are here? Where's my green one? Okay, so that's 30, 31, 39, 39 currently, and then we're one more full day, two more full days before the boat arrives. So 39 currently, so we could estimate that it's going to get up to 50, mid 50s ish. So I think if we stick with 4 of them for each type, it should be fine. Plain is probably the one that has the least to worry about, because it has the least amount of time in between shipments. Train should be the least to worry about, but train is also a really high volume shipping type. So, I mean, clearly with one and a half days, we already have this much. So clearly train is going to need just as much effort. Okay. We have the semblance of a plan. I'm gonna have to keep tinkering with it, because obviously we found a bug, so there's potential for other issues. Other thing I don't know is, you can unload from the side, so that might change up how they get how they can get positioned next to each other. So I'll tinker with that a bit in my off time as well. So we have storage to solve, we have sorting of shipping types to solve, and then we have just an ass ton of money to finish automating everything. Yeah, that's a thing. What I might do is I might attempt to do some math on how quickly boxes come through with the full upgrades, and see math-wise if some of these can be converted or can be loaded into one line. So like how fast can this line go compared to how much it comes through. So I'll do math, figure out how many lines I need. It might just end up being, you know, one line for 3 doors and then we need 2 lines for it. It might be 2 doors per line and I need 3 lines. I don't know yet. So I'll have to do some math on that, because that would also drastically reduce the amount of automation I need if I can optimize my lines. But obviously I still need 30 plus grand to upgrade all these to be able to optimize it all, which would be a problem. But it's fine. It's fine. 30 grand to optimize 1 line versus 60 grand to build 2 more lines. These numbers to consider. So yeah, those are the general thoughts and feelings. I will probably continue tinkering with this in my off time to see if I can make more money in my off time while I wait. I'm probably not going to stream this again for a few days to give myself some time to sit and stew and think, and so we can play other games, because I have other games to play. Shockingly enough, with how much I've been playing with this one, there are other games. So yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the night. Drac and I, hi and goodbye. Nicex, thanks for hanging out. Anyone else who is lurking, I appreciate y'all being there. And I will see y'all next time.